Now, at the same time, super PACs have wasted no time unleashing vicious attack ads in South Carolina. A pro-Ron Paul super PAC is spending more than $300,000 on ads. A pro-Gingrich PAC says it's committing $3.4 million to TV and radio. And a pro-Romney PAC is doling out $2.3 million. Joining me now is South Carolina-based Republican strategist and former communications director of the RNC, Jim Dyke. Jim, good morning.
Good morning.
First, let me ask you, why is it that South Carolina, election after election after election in presidential politics, seems to be ground zero for nasty attack ads?
Well, I don't know that it's really much different than any other state. This sort of typical politics, we seem to celebrate it for some reason as a consultant class in South Carolina, which is a little unusual, but it highlights. It's also sort of where we are in the process. You know, you've got the sort of the face-to-face family meetings in New Hampshire, and South Carolina is sort of the launching pad, which, by the way, tends to pick the nominee into a much more comprehensive election fight, which includes television advertising, getting around to events. So I don't know that we're any different than any other state. It just seems to be a little more celebrated.
Well, you are right that they do tend to pick the winner, and it's different this year, though, because of these super PACs and spending all this money. I mean, you wonder what would Newt Gingrich be doing if somebody hadn't written a $5 million check, you know, from the casino mogul Sheldon Adelson. Do you think that these super PACs are going to have the net effect of allowing some candidates to stay in the race and maybe making it a longer slog for whoever the eventual nominee is?
Yeah, I don't. I think, look, super PACs can be helpful in supporting a candidate's viability, but at some point, a super PAC cannot change the facts. Look, there's a fight going on in South Carolina right now. What's really underreported is the fight is really about the choice to take on Barack Obama. And there are...
So you think that this is going to be an electability primary?
Well, I think that's part of it, but the case being made on the ground is one, leadership. Look, South Carolina's got 9.9% unemployment. People are intensely interested in what candidates' positions are on the economy, whether they can support that position with the leadership credentials. They view the Obama administration as hostile based on the National Labor Relations Board attack on Boeing coming to South Carolina. So that's you know, there's a lot of talk about sort of these splinter things, but the Republican Party is unified in South Carolina around the need to replace Barack Obama, and the candidate, I believe, that will be successful in South Carolina won't be successful because of the negative attacks that they engaged in, but because of the positive message that they took to meeting after meeting, and you see it in television ads too, that convinces voters that they are the one that has the positive vision on economic growth and job creation to take on Barack Obama.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if some of these attack ads end up backfiring in the sense that you say, that people just shake their heads and say, I wish that person was talking about the issue, you know, move on. Jim Dyke, thanks. It's good to have you on.